հիմա կզրուցենք համաժողովի մասնակից Արգենտինահայ միջազգային իրավունքի մասնագետ Luciana Minassiani հետ. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David.
So, first of all, let me ask you about Artsakh. And today we have seen the results of yesterday's convention. And what were your expectations and what did you see today?
Well, okay, I was proud of the results because I so much wanted that. Even when we were formulating these propositions in order to have it at the Citizens' Assembly, I didn't even like asking these propositions because I thought it was a 10 million people's problems. We cannot leave Artsakhis alone with them. And it's not only about Artsakh and Armenia, it is about Artsakh, Armenia and Diaspora. This is it. Like, there is no question about this.
Okay, what do you think? How Azerbaijan doesn't do anything for example, the question of prisoners of war, or the recent developments in International Court of Justice. Is it possible? I mean, the international law, is it exist actually or not?
Well, maybe like we should try to give short answers to whatever work has been done. I mean, Armenia has done a lot of work regarding POWs.
Okay.
First of all, identify them. If I'm not mistaken, by last year, yes, probably last year, we have a little less than 200 prisoners of war, and they were like very slowly released. Regarding the work of lawyers, what we do, for example, I'm a lawyer from Argentina, and I work jointly with Armenian Bar Association from United States. I work with the French Association, the Russian Association, the German Association. So working together gives better ideas to the group. And what we decided, for example, in Argentina, the issue with the POWs was very difficult. I've never been so many doors like knocking on our noses, like doors didn't open for the issues of POWs. And we were sending emails and contacting many NGOs, for example. Human rights
sort
NGOs.
Of advocacy job.
But for example, I have to say thank you and result the work done with the Vatican. In Argentina, we were invited to go with the ambassador of Vatican. Is called the Nuncio Vaticano in Argentina. And with the help of Siranush Sahakian, which was the representative of the victims here, we had the names of each prisoner of war, and we were asked to provide the names of them. So we took the names
this is a press against Azerbaijan to make them to do this, but they don't return.
We had an answer. We had an answer from Paul Gallagher, who is in charge of the foreign affairs in Vatican. And they say, okay, the Holy Father sends the blessings, blah, blah, blah. And he would take care, in a sense, in a polite way, he will take care of prisoner of war. And if, because of that letter, or because of that meeting, if at least one prisoner of war was released, it was a lot for us. And what we end up doing is like we were updating the list of the prisoner of wars. And by now we know that the ones who were like arbitrarily detained and also trialed in Baku, they are still in Baku. But the rest of them, like slowly, they have been released. Okay, there's a gap there. Maybe that's all that we can do. I mean, we have to think about what the government can do. The first obligation of the government was to be in terms with ICRC, so Armenia released all the prisoners of the war, and the one who was not doing the duties was Azerbaijan. Then, slowly, something happened, but we still have POWs there. So, sorry.
Well, what do you think? Why international law doesn't work in general?
The thing is, ICRC is the one in charge, but they cannot be like, this is not like binding. This is, of course it's binding because we have the Geneva Conventions. Okay, there is a little lack of pressure. I think there is a little lack of pressure.
So
but I think that escapes from us.
Yeah, sure. About Artsakh and about its, I don't think its recognition is possible now, because it's very serious situation. And what do you think? Is it possible to address the needs of people of Artsakh and to solve, first of all, the urgent thing, the blockade? Because the blockade is also, it's not in the framework of the international law, right? It can be.
Yes and no, because the provisional measures decided over the blockade of Lachin. And the provisional measures that the court, ICJ, decided, they are binding decisions. The thing is, Azerbaijan is not doing, again, the duty, but there is a decision upon the blockade. And we are in a problem by now. Okay, regarding the urgencies of the people of Artsakh, first of all is the humanitarian aid. Like, for example, we are updating, every day we keep updating what happens in Artsakh and what didn't happen in Artsakh. For example, by now, like 4,000 tons of food were not delivered to Artsakh.
Yes.
Each day. So far.
So far.
4,000 tons so far, till December, from December 12th till now. I mean.
Sure.
Women necessities. Gender issue is important here, and there must be NGOs who can raise the issue. For example, whatever women need for their hygiene products, they are not getting into Artsakh. Someone can take care of that. Of course, because I'm talking about this because gender issue is a nowadays raised issue. Like 2 days ago, we were celebrating International Women's Day here in Armenia. So this is an important issue. Even an issue raised a couple of years ago by Aurora Prize, when countries that consider women impure and don't get hygiene products. I don't want to put it like an urgency, but I'm saying this is happening.
I understand.
French lessons cannot be delivered online because kids, because of the lack of electricity, for example, and internet is being cut and reestablished, gas is being cut.
30,000 children.
Education cannot be provided. We have many things that are urgencies by now.
Well, it's very depressive actually, all of these issues.
We have to take care of this.
Luciana, thank you very much for the job you are doing and for this interesting talk.
It comes from the heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Հիշեցնեմ, մենք զրուցում էինք միջազգային իրավունքի մասնագետ Արգենտինահայ Լուսիանա Մինասյանի հետ։